Rereading to learn more about characters. Today, I want to teach you that when you reread, you don't just see new things in the story, you also notice new things about the characters. When you discover new details, you think, what is this teaching me about this character? Readers meet characters along the way, learn about the character, what they say, do, who they are, what they like and dislike. Pay attention to other characters too. Reread to learn more about the characters. Let's do this together. As we read, let's use what we already know about the characters to realize new things. I'll start and think along with me. Mr. Putter and Tabby dropped the ball. Chapter 1, Baseball. Mr. Putter and his fine cat Tabby loved to nap in the summertime. They loved napping in the garden. They loved napping on the porch. They loved napping in the car. I already know that Mr. Putter loves to take naps, but now I see that he naps everywhere with his cat Tabby, even in the car. But what is this teaching me about Mr. Putter? I'm realizing he naps so much because he's old and not so peppy. He needs lots of rest. It seems that we nap all the time, Mr. Putter said to Tabby one day. Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. She loved napping. I think we need a sport, said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened one eye. I think we need baseball, said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened the other eye. I wonder where my old mitt is, said Mr. Putter. He headed to the basement. Tabby was wide awake now. Sometimes the words teach us about the character, and other times we learn more by looking closely at the pictures. So there's lots of sports equipment in Mr. Putter's basement. But what is this teaching us about Mr. Putter? Mr. Putter is sporty, but all of his equipment is in the basement. He doesn't use it often. He probably hasn't played any sports in a long, long time. Rereading is helping us learn so much more about Mr. Putter. See, you can reread and use the pictures and the words to notice new things about a character. Then you can think, what is this teaching me about this character? To understand the character even better, let's try a bit more. Chapter 2, The Team. Mr. Putter found his mitt. Now all we need is a team, he told Tabby. Mr. Putter called his friends and neighbor, Mrs. Teaberry. Mrs. Teaberry would know about a team. She was very sporty. She even walked the dog-a-thon with her dog, Zeke. Of course there's a team, said Mrs. Teaberry. It's called the Yankee Doodle Dandies. Am I too old to play? Asked Mr. Putter. Heavens no, said Mrs. Teaberry, handing Zeke a sniffy bone. You will feel young on that team. What are we learning about the characters? Will my knees feel young on that team? Asked Mr. Putter. You are not too old, and neither am I, said Mrs. Teaberry. We'll both play. Mr. Putter hung up the phone. I hope I'm not too old, he said to Tabby. Tabby just purred. To her, Mr. Putter was perfect. What are we learning about the characters? Off you go. So, readers, remember that you can learn even more about your characters by rereading. You can think about everything you already know about them. Then look closely at the picture and read the words extra carefully to notice new details. Think, what is this teaching me about this character? To understand the character in new ways. This is important because this got me thinking. One thing I noticed is